Complex PTSD, it's not who you are. Complex PTSD is characterized by repeated, prolonged, traumatic events, especially from childhood, when the mind is overly exposed to traumatic events. Eventually, the longer you're exposed to intense trauma, the harder it hits the brain. Then the brain starts to recalibrate. And what happens is that eventually the neural pathways are recalibrated for complexity. But complex trauma is not just one single event trauma or one single event symptoms such as flashbacks or ruminations. Eventually, when the brain rewires complexly, it integrates into the fabrics of who you are, how you see the world, how you perceive everything, how you judge relationships, how you react to threat and danger. And that is complex PTSD. But it's not who you are, it's neurobiology. It is not personality flaw, it is not weakness, it is not lack of insight or effort. It is the brain and the nervous system that have been overly exposed to traumatic events and they've not learned how to feel safe. Now, there's a reason why insight alone doesn't always heal complex PTSD. You may understand it. You may have learned about complex PTSD, but insight alone doesn't fully heal it, even though it helps. So one of the most misunderstood things about complex PTSD is people don't struggle because they lack insight alone. They struggle because when they get triggered, they can't do anything about it. There's a loss of self-regulation of the stress. You know you're not supposed to do something, you're not supposed to react in a certain way, but you can't stop yourself. Why? Because the survival brain has been empowered, is hijacked the conscious control brain. The reason for this is that trauma lives below your conscious control, your conscious thoughts. It lives in the amygdala, the fear and the executive departments of fear and anxiety. It lives in the nervous system. It lives in your body. This is not about mindset. This is biology. And when you understand the brain, how the brain works, you start to reduce shame, you start to reduce the stigma attached to trauma, and recovery starts to initiate gradually.